ditch when I bought my house
Your
in
name,
June.
please.
Oh, that's right, Lori Allen, Belfast, Seaview Parish. This ditch was 1 foot, 2 feet wide, maybe 2 feet high. That was a ravine after spring melt, ripping away over 600 feet of my property. Okay, so on December 27, 2011, Belfast City Attorney Bill Kelly wrote, "I will also say that there is no question in my mind that the stream drainage swale was moved at some point after the subdivision was approved as originally and then amended in 1965-66. I am significantly influenced by the fact that in 1987, an engineer was hired by the city. Note that City Manager Joe Slocum and City Planner Wayne Marshall also withheld this public document from me that I specifically requested the history of my home and the development of Seaview Terrace in May 2011. And it wasn't until this agenda that this letter finally came out to be used against me. Neil Finlayson, the Belfast consulting engineer, writes in this letter dated August 26, 1987, to Belfast City Manager Wilma Moses, "This brook is nothing more than a drainage ditch." Bingo! Right there, a city-hired engineer with every map and document available states that this is a drainage ditch. It was never a stream or natural outlet. Yet City Manager Joe Slocum refuses accountability while misspending and callously abusing residents. In the 4/1/14 meeting, Slocum states, "Whether that stream was moved or not makes no difference to us at all. There is no indication the city ever moved it. So if it was moved from where her living room is today to her backyard where it is today, it is a natural stream." Boulder Dash. There was never a stream here. You turned a private property, floodplain, flood zone neighborhood into Belfast stormwater sewer. Corruption throughout the planning board, planning and zoning, city council, city attorney, city manager, realtors, and sellers who are duped and unload the nightmare onto another. A key official said future planning will devastate many residents. Joe Slocum and City Council refused to put Seaview Terrace into the Northport Avenue TIF via the new annex building, which would have opened up grants and funding for infrastructure. Joe Slocum and City Council refused to work with Dale Rowley of Waldo County Emergency Management Agency towards a mitigation plan that would open up funding to fix this disaster and assist in recovery when we do go under. Now the road, which hasn't been paved in over 20 years, is busted up and must be overhauled with graded sewers. Joe Slocum doesn't want to spend the money on resident infrastructure, as motions fly for recreation and window dressing wants. Joe Slocum said the road was too narrow for ditching, and he suggested speaking to the residents to dig up their small front yards. "You have destroyed us enough. Our front yards will soon look like the ravine in my backyard from all the volumes of water being sent to us." In 2009, Becky Gibbons, and we all know who she is, a longtime honored resident, said the overflow from the culvert at the top of Seaview Terrace wiped out her front yard and left a huge gully. And this was confirmed by Bob Whiteley, Belfast City Tax Assessor, who went and had a conversation with her in 2011. Seaview Terrace can flood at any time. Those front yard ditches will become rapids, tearing away the little property we have left. You can't illegally sneak more neighbors' water to me this time. You must have roadside sewers and be prepared for Wayne's favorite tactic of unforeseen problems for more funding. A neighbor told me when the road was busted up over 20 years ago, he put a long pole in there and it didn't hit ground. It just fell right in. So get us in the TIF, please. Prepare a mitigation plan, get all the water out of Seaview Terrace, and rehaul the road with roadside sewers. Mary Mortier, as my counsel, I am requesting for you to order that 4-year spending spreadsheet right away before the budget hacking to the blue, pink, and yellow collars begins, with almost nothing for resident infrastructure and schools. Thank you.